And your all-access pass to the NFC Championship continues this morning. Our own Rachel Monick has been spending the week in Seattle, tasting oysters, coffee, so much more.
Yeah, she joins us live this morning from Seattle. How are you doing, Rachel? Is she with us? There she is.
There she is.
I have had a great week. Yep, I have had a great week. The oysters, the coffee, went to a brewery, just kind of been eating our way around the city. What a fabulous city. And this morning we are outside of CenturyLink Field. That is where the big game is going to be today. Packers and Seattle Seahawks, that's the team. It's beautiful. It really is a beautiful sight out here. The rain has let up a little bit, but it's still pretty windy out here. Guys, it was about 55 degrees the last time I checked, so not too bad. Packers fans are going to love it. You know, we were at the rally last night. We got word about this rally at this Packer bar before we even came out here. The Packers had a news release about it, that they were going to be part of it. So when we got there yesterday, we were an hour early and there was already a line because capacity had been reached inside Mustard Seed Pub and Grill. So we're like, it was like being in Titletown. There were so many Packers fans. And inside, people were lined up to get autographs because some of the former Packers were there. Willie Davis was there. He got the biggest cheer from the crowd. President and CEO Mark Murphy was there. Josh Bidwell, Ken Ruckers, former Packers players were there. But just walking around the bar and seeing all the fans in their green and gold and their special attire was super fun. I ran into a couple of guys, they're Army Rangers stationed nearby, near Tacoma. They're from the Milwaukee area, and Slinger. I met a couple originally from the Milwaukee area. They're now living here in the Seattle area. There were some people from Alaska who were Packers fans who had come here to Seattle and gone to the Mustard Seed last night. So it was super fun. It felt like I was back at home with you guys.
Well, Rachel, too, a lot of people in there, you said, were waiting for like 7 hours at a table just to be able to get a spot inside.
Yes. I loved them. I love them so much. I had asked a woman who was, you know, when you go into a bar, you know the people that you should ask because they know everybody. And she goes, you have to talk to the people at that table. They've been here since this morning. And seriously, they wanted a place. They didn't want to be shut out. So they got there 7 hours early and hung out and waited throughout the entire rally. It was super fun. Oh, and two of them were from Wisconsin originally and had married people. Who then became Packers fans.
I got a quick question for you, Rachel. What are all the Packer fans from the Wisconsin area, what do they think of Seattle? Big for them? Are they a little intimidated, or do they like the city?
You know, I haven't run into anybody who was, you know, like nervous to be here, unsure. They knew to go to the Pike Place Market right away and check that out. They knew to go to the Space Needle, kind of how we did it. And so they were introduced to the city that way as tourists, and then when they go to those spots, they're surrounded by Packers fans because everybody else is doing the same thing. So they felt like it was an awesome experience and that they were welcomed right away, not just by the Seahawks fans around here, but their own fellow Packers fans.
Rachel, those gusts of wind, oh my gosh, it's just so funny to see you out there. It seems like it's so chilly, but you said it was like 55 degrees last time you saw. But question is, do you have your spirit fingers?
But it's damp out here. So it's kind of like a chilly kind of a wind.
Yeah, that's not bad. But we want to know, Rachel, spirit fingers, do you have them? Do you need them?
My what?
My spirit fingers?
Yeah. I'll bring them out next time, I promise.
Okay, sounds good. Rachel, we can't wait to check in with you a little bit.
Oh, and I wanted to say one more thing, guys. The ladies that drove here from Green Bay to Seattle, they have a parking spot. They spent $100 so that they could tailgate early this morning. It's going to be not early enough for us to see them this morning, but they made plans. So there are going to be, Packer Nation is going to be here for the tailgate, definitely.
Anything for the Packers, right, Rachel?